small demonstration of our sinister strength should convince the world of our supreme power.
The Legion of Doom is about to begin its reign of terror.
Enterprise City swallowed him up.
Yo, Joe!
Enterprise Towers!
Unidentified warplane sighted heading for New York City.
Our detection system shows nothing. Mayday! Mayday! New York is under attack! Intercept and destroy!
A force field is shielding the warplane. It's getting through.
It's time. We will now strike at the heart of American defense and destroy the Pentagon with one swift and deadly blow.
Hold on to your lunch, everybody.
Ghostbusters to tower. We're coming in.
Ready for another attack. Manhattan.
Like, what do you suppose Shredder's up to this time? Michelangelo, you heard April's message. He's been spotted on the roof of the World Trade Center.
It's for sure he's not there for the view.
Hang on! We're gonna crash!
We are under attack! Things so monstrous! Terror unleashed from the sacred cotton candy place of our dreams! If anyone is out there listening, get out of town before it gets to you! And I'm out of here!
What took you so long?
As you can see, soon we will have an army of symbiotes. Our volunteers will help us establish a new world order.
Hey, Clark, the cavalry has arrived! History was never my best subject. I prefer phys ed!
Slim, remember those twin towers?
Yeah, what about him?
I don't think they're gonna be so tall anymore.
Oh, no!
It's gonna knock down the towers! Towers are falling! Get away from there!
No use pleading. You're dead.
Mark. We could all go with the bus company's special Super Sitter fare.
$9? This one's on me.
Huh?
For your information, it was rich in symbolism.
It was rich in boring me to death.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're stupid.
No, you're stupid.
Well, you're stupider.
No.
And if you're a good little girl,
A Teenage Nuclear Fusion Squad video game.
Well...
A Rocco Mr. X exploding smash-up doll. A Beverly Hills Cynthia lunchbox. A pony. And a 9/11 emergency surgical kit with working stethoscope.
After this commercial message.
Is this the match you wanted all along? Or are you going to continue your terrorist attacks with one goal in mind? To defeat, or should I say demolish, the Twin Towers?
And tear down the Twin Towers. The pain won't stop until the Twin Towers come crumbling down. Oh, yeah, right now, tonight, on prime time, yeah.
Everybody knows that the Twin Towers are big, strong, high buildings. They may be earthquake-proof. They may be typhoon-proof. They may be tidal wave-proof. And you're gonna see the Twin Towers come crumbling down, yeah.
Pictures so real you won't believe your eyes. Dolby Prologic surround sound so exciting your eyes won't believe your ears. The ultimate home cinema televisions from Philips, including 100 Hertz flicker-free pictures and widescreens. Philips, let's make things better.
We've geared up our marketing efforts and have made available to tie into our national advertising campaign, we have developed ad mats for local newspaper use.
If only all metal were Flex-On.
Die neue 11880 kennt neben Nummern jetzt auch Flugpläne, Bus- und Bahnpläne, Verkehrsinfos und viel, viel mehr.
11880, die kennt sich aus. Kunft.
Which up to this point has been a big fat joke. But you were playing on yourself, but now it's time you awoke. I'm going to reveal the secret of my success. Your life will be a simple game that you will always win. And for every dollar that you spend, the bank will pay back 10. Truth is out of style. When I was on my way to work one day, I spied a rocket ship. Some ain't truth is.
We got one more, and we gonna get out. I gotta go home, y'all. I gotta go back to America. I gotta go get ready for the bomb. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. New groove. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. Yeah. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. Say what? Say what? Holla! Larry, you want something? Let's come on, man. You done cooled off long enough. Kurt's looking like a harem up in here. You know you want some. Should I clear the stage? Should I clear the stage? Give a nice round of applause. Thank you. Should I clear the stage? Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. That's a new groove. That's a new groove. On the revolutionary tip. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. Mama took her house shoes off. She made her body up. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. All the good stuff off the mic. All the good stuff off the mic. Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. Y'all ready? 2001 is here. Hallelujah! Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. America, you better watch out. 2001, this good. Holland, thank you.
And joining me now is Liam Gallagher. How are you, Liam?
Godlike.
Godlike. How you feeling?
Godlike.
Good. The cover of the album, New York Skyline.
Yeah, I thought I'd pay you respects and that before to blow you up and that, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought the reason was.
1993. World Trade Center bombing, remember? During the trial, one of the bombers claimed the CIA had advanced knowledge. The diplomat who issued the terrorist visa was CIA. It's not unthinkable they paved the way for the bombing, purely to justify a budget increase.
You're telling me that you're gonna fake some terrorist thing just to get some money out of Congress?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Hennessy, I have no idea how to fake killing 4,000 people. So we're just gonna have to do it for real. Oh, blame it on the Muslims, naturally. Then I get my funding.
We know it's a war game scenario that has to do with airline counterterrorism. Why is it important enough to kill for?
Because it's no longer a game.
If Some terrorist group wants to act out this scenario. Why target you for assassination?
Depends on who your terrorists are.
The men who conceived of it in the first place. You're saying our government plans to commit a terrorist act against a domestic airline?
There you go. Indicting the entire government as usual. It's a faction. A small faction.
For what possible gain?
The Cold War's over, John. But with no clear enemy to stockpile against, the arms market's flat. But bring down a fully loaded 727 into the middle of New York City, and you'll find a dozen tin-pot dictators all over the world just clamoring to take responsibility and begging to be smart-bombed.
I can't believe it. This is about increasing arms sales. When?
Tonight.
How are you going to stop them? Why didn't you tell the world this? Go to the press.
You think I'd still be drawing breath 30 minutes after I made that call? The press? Who's going to run this story?
We would.
This? It's a birdcage liner. Wild-eyed crap right up there with Elvis as an alien and two-headed babies.
You obviously read it.
Don't be so damn naive. I still think we should call in a bomb threat. Let the FBI deal with this.
Set yourself into the full extent of this conspiracy. We can't trust any government official. You said they intend to bring us down in the middle of New York City?
More than that.
World Trade Center. I'm going to crash the plane into the World Trade Center. New York Center. This is Atlantic National Flight 265 Heavy. We are declaring an emergency. We have 110 souls on board, 16,000 pounds of fuel. We've got manual override.
That I am.
Ruler.
Look! It's Koopa's tower! It's Koopa's tower!
Missiles will stay close to the building, so try to stay with them.
That's it.
Whoa.
Hang it tight.
Early reports indicate more than 50 people killed, including many high-ranking officers and several hundred injured. How the missile got through air defenses surrounding the Pentagon is still the subject of much debate.
At 11, you have a VIP client, Michael Drucker. And by the way, happy birthday.
Just watching TV with Oliver.
With new ways to find and share information, AT&T...
Just turn around!
And so for Henry Tillman, the quest continues, searching for a dream, reaching for a star, looking for the big idea.
Henry always tried very hard, but things didn't always go quite right for him. Maybe it's my fault. I remember...
And so it began for Channel 11's Henry Tillman, destined to search for the big idea.
This is Henry's latest idea. Kind of looks like an 11, doesn't it?
World Trade Center?
And that's the same thing.
What is that? It's over there.
America's getting ready for the big elections. And old Jasper here has a few things to say about the front runners.
Based news magazine reported this week that suspected terrorist leader Osama bin Laden is dying of kidney failure. The reclusive bin Laden is reportedly hiding in the mountains of Afghanistan and is on a dialysis machine being peddled by two of his followers. And in Pakistan this week, a judge sentenced a convicted murderer to be strangled, cut into 100 pieces, and then thrown into a vat of acid. And that was the plea bargain. Passengers on a commercial airline flight Thursday averted disaster when they tackled a man who attacked a pilot in the cockpit and attempted to grab the controls. Fortunately, order was restored and the aircraft was allowed to crash on its own.
Nobody in our government, at least, and I don't think the prior government, that could envision flying airplanes into buildings on such a massive scale.
An aircraft crashing into the World Trade Center would probably not do anything to the major building. It could affect localized structural elements, could knock out a column, and there could be some damage. But as far as a plane knocking a building over of that type, that would not happen.
The building was designed to have a fully loaded 707 crash into it. That was the largest plane at the time. I believe that the building probably could sustain multiple impacts of jetliners.
You're probably the World Trades. You know what that mess was.
I threw his little brother off the 32nd floor of Nakatomi Towers out in L.A.
Hawaii Tower, this is 750 Alpha Charlie.
Flame out, port engine.
Turn it down. Mayday.
I'm a mind's gonna lose. You were the Duchess I seduce.
Next time we'll bring them both down.
To over 250 cities all over you want to go. American Airlines, New York's bridge to the world. To over 250, New York's bridge to the world. So guess which airline lets New Yorkers pick and choose more flights?
Delta. We love to fly, and it shows.
Great meeting, Jim. Should I bring you my notes?
Nope.
Should we prepare a report?
No.
Should we coordinate our schedules for next week?
No.
Should we go over the sales projections?
I don't think so.
Review the earnings forecasts?
No.
Should I shut up so you can watch the game?
Charlie, I got a great idea.
Jesus Christ.
Today at 12:30, do not be late. He only has 15 minutes. And the surgeon that recommended him said, if you can get him to take the case,
Pondering every little thing. And I'm looking back, looking at all the time I've been searching.
110-story Twin Towers. But now a dual disaster has befallen this landmark. This morning, as the first rays of dawn danced across the glass domes of the sleeping metropolis, double trouble crept into New York Harbor, unhitched the towers, and fled to points unknown.
Or remove the World Trade Center from the New York City skyline.
Nevermore to menace Earth.
We have our own phone.
in my throat. Fuck.
Well, you know why? Because this is New York City. Anything could have happened. Listen to that. Let me see. It could have been a terrorist bomb.
Gracie?
The other life is
the government's been in bed with the entire telecommunications industry since the 40s. They've infected everything. You get into your bank statements, computer files, email, listen to your phone calls.
My wife's been saying that for years.
Every wire, every airway. I used to work for the NSA. I was a communication analyst. Listen to international calls, calls from foreign nationals. Computer recognizes it, automatically records it, red flags it for analysis. That was 20 years ago. They've got over 100 spy satellites looking down at us. That's classified. Reynolds Thomas Bryan, born 9/11/40. Attended Episcopal School, D.C., BA 9/11.
We suspended trials on 9/11.
So let's get back to those 9/11 trials.
I thought you'd be anxious to get to 9/11. 9/11 will search the number in 9th and 11th, respectively.
I knew the air in New York was dangerous, but I didn't know we were thinking of using it as a secret weapon.
The prime programming on 9/11, police, and they arrest these ciphers that 9/11 has packaged up so neatly. Connected to 9/11. 9/11 is interrogating. They've been using 9/11 to find the people who murdered his family.
Police Department, on September 11th, 1960, would you like to look at these visual images?
Oh, hell. I done introduced him enough.
With them all for collective action. This will not stand. This will not stand, this aggression.
Enjoy your flight, Mr. Wardham. You can board now.
Oh, my house is being robbed.
Home Alone 2. Lost in New York.
What do you think, Junior?
Great! Come on! Quick, Dad!
Stop!
Nippy, where are you?
She learned about wine at the summer camp.
She must have.
Darling, you all right?
Federal nuclear emergency plan. We have a possible weapon of mass destruction coming into the United States by unknown terrorist or terrorists.
For all the exits, nobody gets out of here. You understand me? Nobody gets out.
9 pounds, 11 ounces. That's perfect, perfect.
highway.
I'm looking for my daughter.
Anything that carries drugs. When the information comes in, we're able to check the database to see if it's in the system or not. Anything that carries drugs, and when the information comes in, we're able to check with different databases to see if it's in the system or not.
Why do you want to destroy the city? You want to start a war?
Exactly. A secret society to which I belong has planned it for years.
Describing as the worst act of destruction since the World Trade Center bombing. World Trade Center bombing.
Bot's extraordinary 200-year journey.
He learned. Dr. Tyler are both in a board meeting. Can I take a message, or would you like to cut by? Yes.
I was born in 1911 in Kingsbridge, New York.
This one is no change, dated 9/11/44.
They're not terrorists, Jack. They're just ordinary people like you and me.
Nothing you have ever experienced can prepare you for the unbridled carnage you're about to witness. In this building, it's either kill or be killed. Are you with me?
Yeah, we gotta kill him, motherfucker! We gotta kill him!
Things and ideas you just crossed over into.
What time do we open?
We are open.
Welcome to New York. You're dead.
Terrorists blew up a restaurant in Paris, killing 5, none from New York.
Well, I'd like to start with a small Caesar salad. I don't see it here on the menu, but I always...
Something wrong? Something in first class. Eating a punch.
Right down to the World Trade Center.
I get dumb, sleep around a little, and I'm a moron. And you're normal.
Who'd have thought?
Shotgun Ed.
Latest setback for efforts to end the civil war in Burundi.
Are late.
I'm sorry.
He's got 36 hours to complete the mission and reach the extraction point. We owe him that.
Well, of course we do. But understand something now. In 36 hours, we pull out.
That what you're doing when you're working late?
Hey,
Benny, in all these years we've been together, it's the first time I've been here.
If you want to. Tell me where to find me. Oh, I have the thing. Well, Timber's number 8 days I have it. One way. Right to the back. Hold still. They're gonna erase your sorry ass. You're nothing but street preacher. Street preacher, motherfucker. Is that gasoline I smell? No, man. No.
What are you thinking?
Of the 5 victims, wasn't he here last night?
Jack, this is Max in the bomb squad. 2300 open for. North of the parking structure on well. How do you back?
Tamara Sui Fa-Li, Chinese national Hong Kong resident.
Silver Express to New York, Newark, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. Now departing track 5.
This joker's trying to take us to New York City, ground zero. Even Republican Guard won't go there. It's safe now. Is that right? Never had acid rain, tons of collapsing steel. Oh, and a little problem called radiation.
Look, you want the job or not?
Sir, that'll cost you 10.
People always ask me, Whoopi, what's your favorite Entenmann's? Like I'm gonna tell them. If I said it was the ultimate crumb cake, they go flying off the shelf and there'd be none for me. So I'd never tell anybody what my favorite is. Ever. Entenmann's, what's your favorite? So I'd never tell anybody what my favorite is. Ever.
No way! But if it was an inside job, well, I'd put my money.
It can happen to anyone. An old woman hears suspicious footsteps as she walks down the street.
Hey, Bluto, you ever heard of a little number called freedom of speech? Bill of Rights? Any of that ring a bell? Folks, I've just been ordered by my uninvited fascist guests to shut down, and I've refused. I think...
Listen, gang, Rockin' Ricky's getting fed up with all this Orson Welles crap, so cool it, will ya? What's that?
It's almost finished. I just have a few...
Excellent.
Isn't that terrific?
You've...
How'd you get up there?
They said to take you home, so I'm just gonna put you in my purse to leave with.
To developer Daniel Clamp's long-delayed Chinatown project. This
Gremlins in this theater now?
Where something strange is certainly taking place inside, though it's very hard to determine exactly what that is.
Been a day that I think Mr. Clamp would like to forget. The police department is
talking about some sort of green creatures. Unfortunately, police are not permitting any news media inside the building at this time. Officer, just let us in there. We'll take the responsibility.
Forget it, lady. Most of the people are out of there now.
Then
anyway.
what's in there? I've been to Beirut.
Yeah? I bet they miss you.
Mr. Clamp, is it true the building's been evacuated?
Sir, is the building on fire? No, that's a false alarm. We've just got some, problems.
Problems? You got a guy in there in a Dracula costume broadcasting stuff with little green monsters. Are you trying to panic New York City?
Absolutely not.
So the monsters are real?
I didn't say that.
Like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words...
The minute I laid my eyes on you, I knew that you had what it takes.
Yes, it's all for the...
All your wrongs will be redressed.
Yes, it's all for the...
You must never be distressed.
Yes, it's all for the...
Someone's got to be oppressed.
Yes, it's all for the best. Wait, you never took flying lessons? Well, I took a crash course. Just put your seat backs in their upright positions. Just put them... Please remain seated until the plane has come to a complete stop.
Struck the North Tower of the World Trade Center 1 year ago. Hundreds of people gathered here at Ground Zero to mark the anniversary. Roses on the site for a flower arrangement that will...
Tucker here just had a great fall. He must have hit this lousy rock. Ouch! Oh, my tootsie!
It looks like a pipe-sized pyramid. Rock-a-roody. It's bigger than it looks.
Back to the Future, at a scene called the Twin Pines Mall, we will bear witness to a sudden surprise terrorist attack perpetrated by a group of Muslim terrorists. When we turn the sign upside down, the digits on the clock read 911. Also at this scene, Doc shows us two stopwatches, both of which display encoded 911s. Before the terrorist attack, the twins are present, but after the attack, the twins are gone. The Twin Pines are a symbolic representation of the Twin Towers. In Back to the Future Part 2, Twin Pines appear again on a projection movie screen in Marty's future house. Marty's family gathers around the movie screen, and the Twin Pines actually morph into the Twin Towers. One of them is completely upside down. The Twin Towers are clearly shown to be falling down, but Marty knows the exact time and date that a tower will be struck.
Save the clock tower! Save the clock tower!
In the background, overseeing this transaction. Then, when the tower strike takes place, a giant flaming 911 is ignited in the street. Back to the Future was written and directed by Robert Zemeckis, first released in 1985, but to depict the future, Zemeckis chose October 2015. Now, in the real October 2015, a major Hollywood production is about to hit theaters worldwide, and it is exclusively about the Twin Towers. It happens to be directed by Robert Zemeckis, exposing this warning after 30 years.
On the night that I go back in time, you will be shot by terrorists.
Marty writes this warning into a letter. He seals it shut, intending for it to remain hidden for a specific amount of time.
Find out in 30 years!
The walk is the reveal of the 911 warning, given to Doc while he is rigging a giant wire to the clock tower.
Evening, Dr. Brown. What's with the wire?
The walk is about a plot to rig a giant wire to the Twin Towers.
What's with the wire?
I'm back from the future. Call 911 right now!
Well, it's an emergency. What? You're doing fine, Ace. What kind of emergency? What?
Our sympathy goes to the families of those deceased. It is events of this sort that test the mettle of the American people.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't believe that story anyway, would they?
Terrorists make a good read, too, you know.
Oh, yeah, really? Like Tower of Death?
Sneaking out behind the barn, my love. Back in the country now, I know you always say. Back in the country, don't you wish that you had stayed? Back in the country where the roads go wild. Back in the country mile.
Well, let me explain the New World Order. Governments and corporations need people like you and me. And all those other people out there who have no idea what's going on are the cattle. Moo. I need your help. You need my help. Let me help you earn.
Beat that.
It ends now. Puck, change everyone back to the way they were before Demona summoned you.
Have these things. Sir, it's him. This always gives me the creeps, sir.
He's the president of Hollywood. He's supposed to give you the creeps.
Greetings, your tinseliness, imperious leader of Hollywood.
And y'all still think it was Bin Laden when it was us and the Masons plotting an oil profits. I'm evil.
I know you said there'll be a time for politics, but you've also said you wanted to change the tone of Washington. Howard Dean recently seemed to muse aloud whether you had advanced knowledge of 9/11. Do you agree or disagree with the RNC that this kind of rhetoric borders on political hate speech?
Yeah. Look, there's time for politics. And, you know, it's time for politics. And, it's an absurd insinuation.